We're having our weekly chat about stuff that's bugging us this week. I don't think you get any points for guessing what we're going to talk about.
Yeah, like if doom scrolling, like every bit of footage you see just makes the whole situation worse, doesn't it? We're talking about the police brutality at the protests against the genocide, enabling Prime Minister of Israel, Isaac Herzog, arriving in Australia.
Yeah, so that footage was absolutely disturbing. I had to take a social media break on Tuesday night after watching Muslim men being pulled off the ground and attacked while praying. How much more peaceful could you get in a protest than praying?
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, holding people down, a couple of people holding people down and just laying into them and punching them. I mean,
restrained people.
Yeah, that just goes against any sort of human rights policing. It's treating people like animals.
And that aerial shot of the police kettling them.
Yeah.
The big line of police on this end, and then they pushed them in against that line, and then they pepper sprayed them.
Coming at them on horses, like.
Yeah. Richard Dennis, I was watching a thing, he's a director of the Australia Institute. He was saying, everyone talks about protest and how annoying it is. If it wasn't effective, they wouldn't be trying to ban it.
They're certainly trying to ban it. And I guess the thing that makes it really bad for me is there's that Chris Mims and the police commissioner both came out and said the protesters were violent. When every angle, every bit of video we could see shows us the riot police and the police were violent.
And the Chris Mims also doubling down and saying, you don't get context from these 10-second videos. Don't believe what you see. I've seen more than 10-second videos. I can't see any other context than they were attacked.
It has shades of Minneapolis.
It does, where the US government, said the complete opposite to how the people were murdered. Then we all saw from about 4 different angles. We watched people getting murdered, and then the government said that's not what happened.
It's not the difference.
Yeah, there is none.
Yeah, and democracy has always relied on protest. Without protest, we wouldn't have the right to vote. Without protest,
we wouldn't have an 8-hour day. Mm-hmm. We wouldn't have safe work regulations. We wouldn't
have public health. We wouldn't have all of the things that we value in our society were driven by a group of committed people who were prepared to protest.
Yeah, protesting and irritating the government until they caved. Like these old white men did not suddenly go, oh, how about we do something for the poor or the women? They didn't. They were forced to do it. And that means you've got to protest.
You absolutely do.
So we're going to try and organise some gatherings through the year, whether they're protests or whether they're just gatherings in the park. We might get together and have a protest for peace or a protest for love or a protest for community. It's important that we show governments that we can come together and we can, and it's part of our democratic right to do so. I think it's now more important than ever that whatever your opinions on Herzog, and don't come and explain to me why you think he should have been here, but above and beyond that, our right to protest is so basic to our freedoms.
Yeah, it's part of being a democracy. Democracy is not just voting every 4 years. It's being able to let the government know what you want.
Absolutely.
And tell them when they're wrong.
And one way to do that is you can contact your local member and tell them why you're pissed off about this. You can contact the Premier's office and tell them why you're pissed.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool.
And we particularly need the wider community to do this. Everyone just goes, oh, that's the Greens again. No, we need Labor supporters doing this. We need people who've never been concerned about politics in their life before doing this. Yeah. We need to show that it's widespread.
And I've talked to plenty of Labor supporters that are pissed off about this.
Yeah, I've been in standing beside Labor supporters in pro-Palestine groups for a while, but certainly on Monday when we were a small group was protesting outside Christy McBain's office, a large percentage of them were Labor supporters. So,
absolutely.
Labor needs to listen.
Yeah, and speak out.